My sister-in-law aborted after I got her pregnant. Never told my wife. Nor do we plan to. We hooked up once while we were drunk. Considering it wasn't planned. I didn't use protection. She ended up getting pregnant as a result. Considering the outcome of telling anyone. And we're beyond remorseful about it. We decided it was best that she gets an abortion, so she did. We've since maintained a good relationship and never did anything inappropriate again. She's my wife's only sister. So telling her this would be tragic. Your poor wife. Rushed face. Out of all the people it could have been, you just had to cheat with her sister? People cheat. It sucks. I don't condone it. But man, her sister? That's 100x worse than some random person. Awesome story. You and the sister-in-law are terrible people. Good to know I'm not as bad a person as you guys are. Geez, I wish you hadn't told us, either. Oh wow, nasty. Cheating and with her sister. Nauseated face. Your wife is going to find out. One day your sil will tell someone about her abortion and it will make it back to your wife. Maybe show her some respect and tell her yourself? I am sure she's already picking up on something isn't right. And your excuses are BS. It would destroy her temporarily. But it would also free her from the toxic people in her life. You suck. Now this is a confession. Holy shit. Judging by OP's responses, it seems like he understands what he did was wrong but has zero remorse. Or actual guilt about any of it. He really thinks he's doing the right thing by not telling his wife the truth. Some sociopath vibes here. I feel bad for your wife. Her whole relationship with you and her sister is a lie. I hope one day she finds out and kicks your ass. That poor woman lost both her husband and only sister at the same time. I agree with Lunchloaf and feel bad for your wife. You do realize that you haven't escaped any retribution. Somewhere down the line something will slip. You'll see, but I doubt if you'll ever understand. Well, you just put it in writing. It's only a matter of time now, my guy. The universe will take it from here. You cheated on her. With her sister. Then the both of you decided to get rid of her potential niece-nephew. Then put it on the internet. In the most judgmental place possible. And you're sleeping next to her each night. You can tell complete strangers but not her? Yeesh, good luck with this. No shade, maybe I'm manic TN, but I hope she takes a bat to both of you. Well, that was a confession for sure. Your wife deserves better than you. And we're beyond remorseful about it. Oh well, that's alright then. As long as you are remorseful about it, and your poor wife remains ignorant and you keep her that way, then everything's dandy, eh? If you were willing to do that sort of shit, just divorce. Alcohol is not a reasonable excuse. Hate it when selfish people get it their way. Assuming this is a real confession, your wife deserves to know that two important people in her life are fake, selfish, and hiding this from her. You both deserve to face the consequences of the truth coming out. And hiding in denial, I wish you the worst. Smiling face with open hands. You're a low-life degenerate. All people like you do is hurt others for their own short-term benefit. This post makes me feel a lot better about my shitty decision-making. I hope your wife is okay. But I hope you, her sister, both have explosive diarrhea in a public setting. People like you are the worst. Good to know I'm not a piece of human garbage like you. I'd gaff if you were drunk. You wanted to fuck her. Cool. I was worried I wouldn't hate humanity today. Appreciate it, homie. I can only hope you or her have just a shred of a conscience so that you're tortured by it every day until one of y'all confess. You were drinking with your wife's sister, you got and hooked up. It wasn't planned. Seems to be perfectly planned out. You're an awful person. Wow. Not telling her is doing the right thing. The right thing for you, that is. As you've made it clear that's all you care about. Hope karma hits you hard, fast, and with no remorse. Smile. If you and your Sil truly felt remorse, you'd have owned up the day after it happened. You both aren't doing this to protect your wife. You're doing it to protect yourselves. Every year you continue this lie. You're stealing her life from her by not telling her. It's actually so fucking sad. Pensive face. Confess to her. Give her the respect she deserves and deal with the repercussions. I am putting it in my prayers and meditation tonight that her wife somehow finds out and leaves the pathetic excuse for a husband you are. You cheating with her sister and being a scumbag husband is what was tragic. You telling her would be the one decent thing you did in this whole scenario. You don't get to decide for her if she wants to be with a cheater or not. Even more so, someone who is disgusting enough to betray her by fucking her family. You're just avoiding any real consequences. And you're wording this to be what's best for her is laughable. Your wife deserves better. She did the moment you broke your vows. And you're denying her finding someone better and knowing who she's really with. Fuck off up. Sheesh. Oh my god? This is horrible. I feel so bad for your wife. Heartbreak. Not only did her husband betray her, her sister too? And you're both just gonna keep lying in her face knowing what happened? Jesus Christ, do you think you can both live down that guilt? I feel like she's gonna find out though. I'd say to just tell the truth instead of lying to her. Further frowning face. This is heartbreaking. I hope when she finds out she takes you to the cleaners. One day your wife will make your Sil angry or vice versa. And something about this situation will be said in vain. She should know so she can decide how to move forward or stop this relationship. Not telling her is worse. As you are building everything. Your very marriage. Off lies. Tell her. You and your wife's sister do not actually feel remorseful. If you did, you would tell your wife the truth rather than continuing to betray her by keeping this secret from her. By keeping this intimate secret with her sister, you continue to humiliate her and disrespect your marriage. Neither of you deserve her trust nor confidence, and you need to let her know that. You should have cared about how devastating this would be for her before you betrayed her. Not after. Tell the truth and truly apologize, and then you can talk about remorse. I hope this guilt eats at you both. Tell your wife, you absolute rat. Garbage human. Hope she cheats on you or already has. Damn bro, it's 5 a.m. for me. This shouldn't have been the first thing I read. Clicking on Reddit, loudly crying. I wouldn't keep this secret from your wife. She deserves to know. Especially since you're married. The longer you keep this a secret, the worse her reaction will be. Honestly, while I can appreciate this being on the confession subreddit, you are vile for cheating on your wife with her sister, then justifying your actions by simply claiming ignorance is bliss. I hope karma gets you. Which it eventually will. Serious question for Op. Does it get to you for lying by omission every day that she doesn't find out? How do you deal with the guilt, if any? Solid decision making after a mistake. No need to do 10 more mistakes after that one. This is wild. How is your relationship with your sister-in-law now? When you see each other, etc. Over and over and over we tell you what the swimmers can do. Still don't believe it. More than upsetting. It is just sad. Imaging trusting someone to then one day find out this. That's why relationships are not even worth it anymore. The wife is going to fall into a deep depression even. I wonder if you have ever been to hell. Because if you did, you would have never done something to make her go through it too.